Let's now understand how a column type is determined for a table that is created using the as select statement. Looks something like this, right? Create table S2 as select star from student. So this is the student table, and now we're going to create a new table S2 based on all the rows that are present in student. But what are the column types of S2 going to be? That's what this slide is meant for. If the original type affinity is text, so this column here represents the type affinity of the existing table, in this case our student table, and the column here represents the type affinity of the created table, that is S2 in our case. So here's how things match up. If the original column affinity was text, then it's going to be text. If it was numeric, then it's going to be numeric again. If it was integer, it's going to be integer again. If it's real, then it's going to be real. If it's blob, then no affinity is going to be carried forward. It's basically going to be a blob, right? So here's how things are going to differ. No primary key or constraints of any kind are going to be copied over. The default values for each column is null. Rows are assigned contiguously, ascending row ID values starting with 1. The order in which the rows are returned in the select statement. All string data types obey binary collation. Again, collation is the next topic that we're going to see. For now, just bear with me on this. Let's see the demo here. So we've created the tables, and now let's look at the schema of both of them. So here you'll notice that student has ID of type integer. Here the type is int. Name is a varchar, so name is of text. Here student had again another integer, int. All the constraints are dropped. No primary key definition is carried forward. And of course the row ID assignment is going to be done again. Let's select star from student. And let's run a select on S2. You'll notice that both of them have the same data now. Let's perform one more operation. Let's first drop this table S2. Let's insert another row into ID, name and age. Values for ID, let's just give it as 100. Name, will just give it as the last one, and age, let's just give it as say 30. So if we were to run our select statement here on student, we'll see that the largest ID is 100. The other two have IDs 1 and 2. Let's now do the table creation statement for S2. So there we go, table S2 is created, and let's run the select star from S2. You'll notice that the IDs are retained as is from 1, 2 and 100. Why did this happen? It was because we selected all the columns and ID also got ported. Let's do one last operation to see how row ID assignment happens as part of moving data over. Drop table S2. Let's run our select statement, only this time with name and age. And let's view the data again. Row ID, name, age. So here you'll notice that the ID is 3 and it's not 100. That's because row ID assignment started right from the scratch based on the order in which the rows were pulled in from the student table. That brings us to the end of this particular demo.